let's do a example of a wheel scan. So we're going to be doing all wheels left, and we'll get into what all these terminologies mean when we talk about the manipulation process. But all wheels left means that I'm going to turn the dial many times to the left. So all the wheels are left or counterclockwise. And basically, depending on the tolerances of your lock, you can either go by 2.5. So that would be, you would start at 0 and then do 2.5, and then you do 5, then 5.5, or sorry, 7.5, and then 10, etc. Or you can do it by twos. I find it's a little easier to do by twos. And if you have a, a, a lock with good tolerances, going by twos means you won't be missing anything. So you can dial. You don't have to dial exactly, and that's what we're taking advantage of here. So we're going to go all wheels left, and I love going by twos. That's just the easiest thing for me. So you would go to 0, and we're going to be doing 0 and working our way up to 99. The only problem with this is when you're in the contact points, which is in this one about 6 or 7 to 12, that you have to be careful not to mess up your wheels. So we'll talk about that. We're going to be fine for the first little while. So we're going to start at 0, and then we're going to go through, and I'll show you what I mean while we're in the contact areas to make sure you don't mess up the numbering. But we went left counterclockwise. We're going to drop. We're going to go right. It's going to be pretty much a full revolution now. We're going to let the nose drop in. Then we're going to do our contact point. So, and when I'm doing this, I usually only do the right contact point. You can do the left contact point too, this one right here. But the right one here, which is on the left-hand side in that camera, because the camera is in the back of the safe looking towards you, not from the front to the safe, where the dial is. So it's backwards on that camera, but this is the one, the sloped one is the one you want. So we'll do this a few times. Again, just try and be gentle. You'll see that it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult to talk and do this at the same time as well. But you'll see that you probably, like I'm getting this up to like 40, 44.5 here, but it's not that I'm pushing too hard. There's just a small blockage in this. So it's probably 46. So I would write down on a piece of paper at 0, it was 46. And again, we go all wheels left. We're going to pick up all 3 wheels because they're all set right there, and we're going to move to 2. There we are, we're at 2. We do exactly the same thing. We spin around, back into the contact points, and we're going to make another measurement here. Again, that's about 45.5 or 46, or sorry, 46.5 or 47. Again, I would write that down. And then we go all wheels left again. 2, we just did 2, so we're going to do 4. So I would move it to 4. And then again, opposite direction to drop the nose in and then make another. Yeah, this one's 47. So you see we're getting pretty consistent numbers here. And I can feel it. This is the thing, if you get lost, you can actually feel it. Like there's, since I need to move all 3 wheels, when I hit here at where I left them all at 4, I'm picking up all 3 wheels. There's a lot of resistance there. So you don't have to remember too well. But again, I would go here to 6, and now we're starting to get into the contact points. So you can see there's a contact point right there, but that's okay. We'll just ignore that because we're only interested in the other contact point. So we go all the way around. So this is about 46. Again, we go all wheels left again. And again, we're in the contact points. So we're going to go from 6 here up to 8. And then again, we could get a contact point right here. We're going to move around again. Let the nose fall in and then take another reading. So this one's about 46 as well. So again, all wheels left. Pick it up at 8 and go to 10. Again, I'd be writing all these numbers down. Spin it around, drop it in, making sure we don't mess up anywhere. We're in the contact point area, so we have to be careful we don't move any of the wheels. So that's 47. So we will go all wheels left again. We are here at 10, so we're going to go to 12. And I know 12 is right at the edge of the contact point. So you can see, we can see the needle in here. So we know for sure this isn't part of the contact point. So it is going to be a little bit difficult to do this. So we are going to spin it. We're just going to be careful, because if you look at the wheel pack, it's going to be really easy to move wheel 3. So I'm just going to let it drop in here. I'm going to do a reading. 46. But you can see if I move it just a little bit too far, that I'll move wheel 3. See, I moved just a little too far, so you have to be careful not to do that. So we'll just reset all the wheels here. That was 12. Now we are at 14, and we are out of the contact zone. So it's super easy now. We don't have to spin it all the way around. It's already right there for us. So, phew. So when you're in the contact zone, just make sure you are not disturbing the wheels and do what you need to do. You probably won't get an indication inside the contact area, just because you're not allowed to have wheel 3 have a gate inside the contact area. That's the forbidden zone. So you won't have wheel 3 there, and wheel 3 is the most likely one to indicate. So great, this is about 46 as well. So we're going to go to, we're at 14. Let's go to 16. And again, let it drop in and take a reading. So that's 45. That shows a little bit of a difference. So it's 16, 17, 18. And again, I'm going very slow here. But this is it. See, if you just hit it just a little too hard, it moves a lot. So we're just trying to get consistent, and I'm not expecting there to be any big difference in numbers here. So I would say that's 45 and a half. Then I'm going to take it up to 20. Again, we're just measuring the wheel pack all the way around, looking for gates. I would say that's 46. Move it up by 2 to 22. And this is the whole thing you're doing during manipulation. You're going to be doing this most of your time. This is about 45. See, it's moving around quite a bit there. 45. Go to 24. Now there is a gate underneath I know there's a gate at 24, so you can see in the middle. So we might get a little bit of a different reading here. But we're not. It's not showing this. We're getting it at about 45 right now. So we'll go to 26. And 26 is 45. And then we'll go to 28. You got 45 and a half. Go to 30. So 45 and 32. You see, and you can see how this would be meditative. It's 45. go to 34. If you're a little bit off in the dial, and try and be as accurate as possible, but you might be a little, it's okay to be slightly off. Yep, 45. Let's go to 36. 45. 38. And we're indicating there isn't really any changes in the wheel pack. So 46. Do 40. And 46. 42. 46. 44. 46 and a half. 46. And about 46 and a half. 48. 46. And 50. And again, we're at a gate now. Oh, so see, we just went into this, and suddenly our numbers are quite a bit lower. Oop. We got a pretty sudden jump there to about, what, 45, 46, 47, 48. So that is moving by at least a millimeter and a half. And that is a sudden movement. So let's do the next one. And this is what a gate signature would normally look like. So when it goes, you get a big difference and that suddenly disappears. Yeah, so we're back down to 46 now, 47. So if we go up to 54, at about 46 again. So what we saw there is that the dial made a pretty big dip very quickly, and then that dip went away very quickly. And that would indicate that there's a gate there. And it's wheel 3, and it's indicating a gate. So we would just continue scanning around doing the entire wheel pack, writing down the numbers, and then we'll go back, look at the data, and look where there's a sharp increase followed by a sharp decrease back down to normal. And we'll look at that in little detail in the next video when we talk about the process and how to identify gates. But that would indicate there's a gate there. And we would go on to the next step, which is determining which wheel that gate represents. And that is the high-low test. But I'm going to continue doing this around here. Just continue just to see if there's any other gates. But I will do that while you go to the next video.